Ah, yes, we finally find out what the gorilla drops. And indeed, it is a gun. Hell yeah, brother. Well, okay, so from the dropped gun, it seems that strays, for some reason, drop otherworldly items, or our world items, for Ryota, which can be very interesting down the line, depending on what else might drop from some very powerful monsters. I'm waiting for the intercontinental ballistic rockets and nukes to drop anytime now. It would also be incredibly funny that he beats some monsters down the line and some AK-47s drop, and he just equips his harem with machine guns and God knows what else. Oh lord, that would be absolutely bonkers and hilarious. You know, this anime, it's like a very, very mid isekai. Probably the most mid isekai of the season, for me personally at least. But at the same time, it's surprisingly entertaining, even while being incredibly mid or below average. It has these moments of being very sweet and this cute atmosphere it keeps pulling off, especially with the cute, wholesome relationship between Emily and Ryota, and also just Eve being the best character in the anime by far, being an absolute hoot anytime she appears on screen. It keeps the anime entertaining, even while not really having a lot of substance or entertaining contents outside of the few specific things it has going for it. I have to say though, the amount of questions this episode raises for this world are a lot, okay? There are many questions I want answers to right now. I will say though that I am very interested to see how this otherworldly technology might upset the entire power struggle and balance of this entire world. Because like, if guns can drop, then anything else can seemingly also drop, right? Down the line. So suddenly we'll get like flat screen TVs and tractors and God knows what else, which is sure to turn this entire world upside down, which might be entertaining to see. You do also see that apparently Emily turns into a demon lord when cockroaches are around, which I guess I can't blame her. Cockroaches are, well, they are what they are. So I guess that's understandable. She must have some massive PTSD to have a reaction like that, but I see how it is. Also though, I for sure need a housewife like Emily. Like, dude, where's my Emily to make me bento lunches and shit? And tea. And coffee. I need one of those stat. Send it in the mail, thank you. So yeah, with this gun that Ryota gets, apparently he has limited amounts of bullets. So that makes you think, okay, where's he gonna get bullets from? Thankfully they resolved that this episode as well. Apparently, killing strays outside the dungeon, even though again doesn't usually give drops to anyone else, but to him it gives him bullets. This raises the question of, okay, how does this exactly work with strays dropping only bullets so far? Like, he has killed 3 different types of strays, and all have dropped bullets so far. So does this mean that he will get bullets from every single stray outside of really, really, like, special ones, like the gorilla, which may drop higher rarity items? It's very hard to understand how that exact logic is supposed to work, but I don't suppose you are to think too much into it either. Speaking of not thinking too much into things, we get to learn in this episode that if any person leaves any drop items alone for too long with no people around, monsters will automatically start showing up, okay? And think on that. That means that every single item in this world is from drops, right? Perfume, as we see in this episode, is dropped from this human-possessing monster. And carrots, pumpkins, whatever else, are dropped by monsters. Everything in this world dropped by monsters, right? Okay, good, got it. And anytime, dropped items are not basically protected by someone or having a human around to protect it from turning into a monster, at basically all times, you will get strays spawning. We see this with the pumpkins from Ryota that gets cockroaches spawning again, and also with the carrot that he is only like 10 meters away from spawning a slime. So this means that the radius for the strays to spawn is really, really small based on the carrot and him being that close to it. But also that anything that anyone buys in this world, imagine going to the grocery store in this world. You buy some carrots, some pumpkins, some berries, whatever else. You take it to the pantry of your house, put the food in the pantry, but if you don't have a 24/7 guard watching the pantry, then monsters will just spawn overnight. Like, what the... That seems incredibly dangerous. Even if you sleep too far from the pantry, for example, in this case, monsters will just spawn again as you sleep. So I guess you have to have the pantry and the bedroom in the same place. Even with the perfume, especially as the monsters the perfume drops from are like human possessing like symbiotes of some kind, which is goddamn scary. And what happens then if you leave the perfume in like the other room overnight? What happens then? These things spawn and possess you? Like what the hell I mean, just thinking on that entire system and logic, you start having some very, very interesting questions of how anything in this world works at all. But again, as I've said before in this review here, this show is not one to think too deeply into. The logic will not make sense if you try to analyze things too deeply. And, you know, that's how it is, you know. You're not going to get an explanation on how the economy works. You're not going to get an explanation of how all these things actually play out if you think in the grand scheme of things. That's not what this anime is here for. It is here to be stupid and entertaining and just like a mid sort of filler isekai show where you can enjoy some Eve bunny girls here and some comfy atmosphere and relationships with Emily and Ryota there, and some poor denied Ursa never getting her chance at Ryota here and there. But yeah, that's what this show is going to be, I assume. And that's okay. I mean, it's a very, you know, mid show, but it is entertaining and surprisingly wholesome for what it is. I do especially enjoy some moments where he parallels his last life to this life and how he wants to change and to grow and be better in this one. So there are definitely aspects as well I can enjoy. But yeah, I will definitely keep watching this show. You know, it is isekai trash to an extent, but it is good trash. It is some of the better trash. That being said, what did you think of episode... Is this episode 3 or 4? I forgot. What did you think of the episode? Did you like it, hate it, or have some other thoughts on it? Please leave those comments down below. Also, feel free and please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, hit all the buttons really to support this video and this channel. Highly appreciate that. And with that being said, I hope you have a good day, and I will see you all in the next episode or anime review or whatever else really, so bye-bye.